place stinks.
Leah, it's cheap.
It's not cheap if we can't use any of the material.
So what are we supposed to do? We can't afford another studio.
Your problem. You're the manager.
It's not your fault, Sam. And if you want my honest opinion, I don't think much of the way Leah's treating you. Who does she think she is?
I went to another recording studio. They had some downtime for grabs.
Sam, we can't afford that kind of money.
I made a deal. Forget it.
You're a genius.
As in big soft Sam Island, he got out his checkbook, right?
So what if I did?
Sam, how much of your money did you fork out?
Just a few grand. 5.
Sam?
I had some money put away for a house with TP. Look, the money was just sitting there. I wanted it used positively.
A house is real. It's an asset.
It'll work out. I'll get the money back in the long run.
Excuse me if I don't hold my breath.
Tired?
No, I think Richard's been losing more sleep than me.
I expect you're used to first-time fathers, Doctor. Would-be ones, anyway.
These are Lisa's.
Thanks. This is Nurse Jordan, who'll be taking over from Nurse Flynn. Joe, this is Lisa Stevens and her partner Richard.
Hi.
Lisa's just completed her first IVF cycle. Lisa, you have a positive pregnancy test. Let the hormones commence.
Great. Congratulations.
So, but remember, we can't consider their pregnancy established for a month or so.
In the meantime,
We monitor. If more than one embryo has implanted, your diabetes is more likely to flare up. So I'd like to see you a couple of times a week for the time being.
Sure.
In the meantime, eat, drink, and be restful.
I swear I'll be an angel.
Sure you will. You know the drill.
Read the book, seen the movie, I could lecture.
Well, I guess you'll be wanting to tell someone the good news.
We certainly do.
Kirsty,
Lionel.
quiet, eh?
For some.
I heard you've been looking around for some more work.
Oh, Stuart mentioned it, did he? I bet he had a good gloat.
Oh, not at all. When he thought about it, he seemed quite keen on the idea. But if you're still mad at him,
Well, I'm prepared to let bygones be bygones.
then I reckon you could do worse than ask him again.
More grovelling, no thanks.
You'd be great at sales.
Marketing.
Exactly. I mean, you know all the lingo. You'd be terrific, and I think Stuart knows it too.
So why all this interest in my welfare?
Fair crack, Kirst. You two are still mates, aren't you? Bygones and all that.
Well, I'll think about it.
Cosy.
Those uniforms here yet, Kirsty?
No, but the photographer rang. She's on her way.
Oh, hell, well, we'll just have to improvise. Get Alan to come up and see me.
I sent out the press release already. Do you want me to cancel?
No, we'll manage. I just hope the local media take an interest in our new look.
Wait to see it myself. Jen, could you mind the desk for a sec?
Sure.
Great.
Jen, can I ask your opinion?
Always.
Do you think I might have been a bit hasty in firing Honey?
No might have about it.
I thought so.
What brought this on?
I just learned more about the circumstances.
Which we're extenuating, naturally.
In the extreme.
So? You're the boss. Fix it.
Damn. I think I feel a grovelling apology coming up.
Oh, honey.
Yes, Marj.
Sorry to disturb you. Some immigration officials want a word with you when you're free.
I'll just be a minute.
I'll tell them.
I have to see them sooner or later.
Later, you're not well enough.
Scared I'll say the wrong thing.
Well, I just don't see why you have to go through all of that when you're not well.
I've faced worse.
Look, I'm going to keep them off your case until you're well enough. It's simple. Now rest, please.
Well, what do you think? Is that good or bad?
Well, couldn't they get someone else to model it?
Oh, thanks very much.
It's a bit tight. How are you going to pick anything up?
Well, it's just for some photographs. Mine hasn't turned up yet.
Well, maybe if you stand up straight and breathe in.
Okay. Thanks for the advice.
What was wrong with the blue one anyway?
Hi, guys. What's happening? A fashion victim here has just given me the thumbs down on my new look.
It's just a uniform.
Just a uniform? It is a noble badge of honour for a truly great profession. Isn't that right, Grace?
Absolutely.
Have you got homework?
Yeah.
How come?
Well, I'm being trained in a new area, so I have to do a lot of extra work, and not to mention a special course to get up to speed. What's that?
I've got extra study now too.
How come?
I'm working on a very important project.
Which is? Top secret. She's locked in her room half the time working on it. With Johnny away at a conference, it's mighty quiet at our place.
Just be prepared for amazing news. All will be revealed soon.
Hey, that looks great.
Do you really think so?
Absolutely.
Then I choose to believe you.
Did I miss something?
Don't ask me. How did the Stevens consultation go?
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, what was so sensitive about the case? Donald seemed pretty touchy.
Well, I don't know. It was great. They've just finished their first IVF cycle with a positive pregnancy test. They're over the moon.
What? That's it?
Isn't that enough?
I guess.
No, look, just say you're sorry to the engineer, even if you don't mean it. Just let him get on with his job, okay? And please, no more throwing stuff. Yeah, okay, I'll see you later.
Sounds like your investment's paying off.
Just a technical difference with the engineer.
Sounds like you should call in the UN.
Look, Leah's an artist. There's always bound to be creative conflicts in the recording studio.
And in the meantime, you're paying for Leah's creative conflict by the hour.
It'll sort itself out.
Hello, Maria. I've just brought you this.
Oh, that's so kind. Thank you, Mrs. Niels.
Not at all. Are you feeling any better?
I am. My strength is returning.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Honey will be overjoyed.
He has been so good to me.
He is a good man. How did you two first become friends?
Through my brother. He and Hone were great friends.
Were?
Inigo, my brother, was killed.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Can you tell me how it happened?
He was with Hone in the mountains, training health workers. Soldiers came to force local men to join the vigilantes and patrol with them. Hone tried to stop them, and the soldiers got very angry. So Inigo started a fight, a distraction, so Hone could run away. He knew Hone's life was in danger.
Oh, my Lord. So the soldiers killed your brother?
A fact of life for those who help the Indians. But Hone still feels sorry about it, responsible. He thinks he has a big debt to my family. When I was arrested, somehow he came to save me. So here I am.
Hone's a brave and honorable man.
He is. But really, he owes me nothing. I am the one who owes him this debt.
Am I straight at the back?
Yeah, let me. Oh, that looks great.
Yeah. It's not what my daughter said.
We only have children so they can insult us.
Are you sure you don't want someone else to model this?
No, you look terrific.
Yeah, you'll have all the doctors going weak at the knees over you. Oh, well, you'd know all about that, Miss Flynn.
Come on, Michael, you should be in this one.
Go on, you owe it to your adoring public.
Yes, I think you might be right. Let's see. Shall I? This all right?
Fab. Words fail me.
Be diplomatic, darling. Did the signs get finished in?
They should be done now.
Oh, good. Well, let's take some shots outside then. What time's our flight?
We're early.
Good.
Marj? You all right?
It's true, you know. Love does conquer all.
Oh, have you been on the phone to that lovely Laurie Brash?
No, I've been talking to Maria Montoya.
Oh, is she capable of cheating now?
Oh, she's coming along by leaps and bounds. Of course, she's got something to live for now. It makes all the difference.
So what's the story?
Well, the story is that Hone travelled halfway round the world at a moment's notice to risk his life to fulfill a debt of honour.
Really?
To save the woman he loves.
Caffeine?
Thank you. Looking for jobs already, huh?
No, I've just had another session with immigration.
Ah, Maria.
You know, it'll be a hell of a lot simpler if she was your average white supremacist on the run from South Africa. She'd get the red carpet then.
So what's the score with her staying on?
Well, we've progressed from a spontaneous asylum seeker to seeking political refugee status.
The magic of bureaucratic lingo.
Yes, and now they want a written statement about how we smuggled her out.
I go to singles bars, you rescue them from death squads. Extreme way to pick up a girlfriend, mate.
It's not like that.
No?
No.
Just friends, huh? Well, I'll drink to that. Here's to friends, lovers, and international intrigue. Thanks very much. Logo look good on the side of the car, don't you think?
Maybe I will take buses after all.
Michael, we're not quite so early anymore. Sebastian will be coming through customs about now.
Mustn't keep Ponty Sebastian waiting.
Oh, don't be mean, Rachel. You hardly remember him.
I was 10 years old last time. 10-year-olds see a lot. An English pompous school brat stand in the memory.
Just try and make him feel welcome while he's here, huh?
Well, do I have to go to the airport?
Yes, so he can see some friendly, familiar faces.
So he can tell his father how nice you were to him.
Oh, Harley Street, Harley Street.
I'm sure Sebastian's a lot more sophisticated and cosmopolitan than he was 7 years ago, and it's a very good thing to have friends in London.
Well, if London's so hot, why does he have to come here for the operation?
Just goes to show what a world-class clinic we've got.
Well, that's great, Dad, really. But life's too short to hang around like a kid trying to have chit-chat with some upper-class twit I don't even like. I'd rather see Tim, so see you later.
Excuse me, Donald.
Just the woman I wanted to see.
Oh, I'm so glad. Because I've got a few questions I'd like answered about the Stevens case. Like why I'm being kept in the dark for starters.
I suppose I'm too protective of my patients for your liking.
That's an understatement.
Sorry, it's just that some people are more concerned about privacy than others. It's easy to become overcautious.
For goodness sake, I know I'm new to this area, but we're supposed to be working together. How do you expect me to fulfill my role in the team if you don't involve me?
I'll make it up to you.
Okay. Well, start by telling me why the Stevens case is so sensitive. Is it really just privacy?
In a nutshell, yes.
Dr. Fife, these are for you.
Sorry, Marge, gotta go. During theatre. On the desk's fine.
Just pathology results.
Well, well. Lisa Stevens.
We're both fine. How are you? I'm working hard my foot, snoozing all day, boozing all night. Well, remember last time and don't join in the poker game. Okay, bye. Love you too.
No personal calls on clinic time, Ms. Crozier.
You're just jealous because Meredith hasn't rung you this afternoon.
Didn't need to. I rang her. Hope you didn't wake him.
This is Wellington, Annie, not a different time zone.
I was making rather geriatric anaesthetist jokes.
Oh, I see.
Have you got time to go over a couple of IVs?
Why not? We can swap long-distance romance moans.
G'day. How's my favourite flatmate?
All the better for seeing you. How's tricks?
Alas, I think the work ethic's finally caught up with me, you know. I have vacuumed, I've done the dishes, I've even boarded up that drafty hole in the door.
You mean Flipper's cat door?
Oh.
Never mind.
Nah, I made it up to him with a good feed. You know, I think I'm starting to bond with the little fella.
Well, you're a Scorpio, Flipper's Pisces. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah? Tell me about it.
Ooh. So you're gonna be home tonight?
I don't think so. You see, this mate, he rang me up to get me to cover for his bar job. I've got an honest living to make, and it could sort of lead to further work.
Great news.
Yeah, but I might not be home tonight, so, ooh, give me a kiss to get me through.
Yeah, that just proves the engineer's doing his job.
He hardly recorded a thing. The guy goes around singing Eagles tunes, for God's sake. He wouldn't know a decent groove if it came up and hit him in the face.
Look, just hold it. Look, I've booked you into the best recording studio in town with heaps of recording time. Now, other bands would kill for that. What more do you want?
We need a proper producer.
You're gonna have to make do with what you got. Now, you've got a good studio. Make music.
We're making music. Second-rate music. Man, with that hippie on the controls, it's no wonder you got such a cheapo deal.
Annie. Hi. Got a minute to clue me in on something?
Me? But I'm just a lowly nurse, ma'am.
Who knows more about the IVF than I do?
Far away.
Well, I noticed Lisa Stevens' pathology included blood sugars and a glucose tolerance test. Now, she's not diabetic, is she?
No, we just thought it would be a good screening test.
I checked her notes and there's no history of diabetes, and she's not pregnant enough to have gestational diabetes.
Yeah, but there is a history of it in her family, and she had a fairly high blood glucose during her assessment. Better be on the safe side, eh?
Oh, sure,
Gotta
but...
run.
Am I still your favourite son?
Lunch quickly, I've got a meeting on.
Just a 10 to keep me from mixing in with a bad crowd.
What for?
Well, what does every teenage son ask for money for? It's in the genes. I'm just trying to fulfil my biological destiny.
And does this destiny have anything to do with Brittany?
No?
She was looking a bit green around the gills last time I saw her. She made a full recovery?
Suppose so.
Well, didn't you even check? Nick, I thought you cared about her.
I did.
And that's it, she's history. The most beautiful girl in the world one minute, a dim memory the next.
I suppose so. Now, how about money?
Actually, Nick, I don't have a cent on me. Ironic, isn't it?
Got me in stitches. Kirsty, old pal, mate.
No.
Just a fiver. Couple of gold coins to keep me off the street.
Exactly where I want you, Nick. Doors are over there.
I can't get over how you changed, Sebastian.
Andy, I'm called Andy now.
That accent, you know, last time we saw you, it was pure eating.
Yeah, well, this is the real me. Do I need to sign these forms?
Let's see. Kirsty, is the booking for Sebastian Tremaine all sorted?
Yep, theatre tomorrow morning.
That should be Andy Tremaine.
Sure. Andrew Tremaine it is.
Andy.
Any special spelling for that?
No, just A-N-D-Y, all right?
Fine. Well, welcome to Shortland Street. Your room's all ready.
Thank you, Kirsty. Right, let's get settled. Oh, Sebastian's... Sorry. Andy's bags are still in the car. Could you get an orderly to bring them through?
Sure, Marj wanted me to remind you about the committee meeting.
Right, yeah.
Who was that guy?
I don't know, but he must know the McKennas pretty well to queue jump.
Pommy, eh?
That would probably explain the English accent. That's very good, Nick. Have you got a second?
Sure. What's up?
Well, you know how you wanted to keep Grace's nose out of Lisa Stevens' case?
Uh-huh.
Well, she's read the file and she's asking questions about pathology. I stalled, but...
Damn.
Well, it's not really practical to keep it a secret from her, is it?
No, I guess not.
I would like to call the meeting of the Shortland Street Management Committee to order, in spite of the fact that Dr. McKenna, whom I specifically invited, hasn't bothered to attend. Oh, there you are.
Yes, here I am. Sorry I'm late.
We'll start by reading the minutes.
Could we consider the minutes read, please, Marj? I am rather pressed for time.
Protocol, Michael.
Marge, I have a daughter at home who's rather pressed for food. Could we keep it brief?
I second that.
All right. Minutes read. Apologies. I might as well skip the apologies as no one has bothered to apologise. So, the first item on the agenda, Dr. Roper's dismissal. Now, there's been a lot of talk about this. And I feel the situation is one we would all like to see resolved quickly and fairly. The chair calls for comment.
Yes, well, I would just like to say...
I beg your pardon, Michael. But considering your role in this, I suggest we canvass other opinions first. Now, feelings have been running high. Many see the sacking as totally unfair.
Indeed, but what I was about to say...
You will have a chance to reply in due course, Michael. Now, I feel that Honey has been penalised for what, if you had bothered to ask, was a truly selfless and heroic act.
May I address the meeting now, Madam Chair?
We haven't heard from the others yet, Michael.
The case of the prosecution couldn't have been put better, Marge. Can't we hear from the defence now?
Please.
Oh, very well. The chair recognises Dr. McKenna.
I agree I was hasty in my decision to fire Dr. Ropater, but I intend to reinstate him as soon as possible, and I'm sorry for any inconvenience I might have caused.
Oh.
Well, there we are then. I'm off.
Me too. Well, if everyone agrees with accepting Dr. McKenna's apology, we could move on to the next item of business.
Which is?
Which is, open forum. Anyone got anything to discuss?
No.
Anything at all?
Any more for dinner?
No, Greg's working. Greg and working in the same sentence.
Will you give him a break? He's trying hard. There's not much work out there, you know. He's lucky he's got his mates at the bar to give him the odd shift.
And even lucky he's got such a supportive girlfriend.
Yeah, well, he's paying his own way, which is more than I'll be doing soon.
How's the checkbook? Starting to balance?
I wish. You know, why is it that no matter what I do, I can never seem to get solvent?
Have you asked Marj? She's the economic whiz these days, isn't she?
Oh, please, she'd have me save money by making my own soap out of bacon scraps or something equally prehistoric.
Any chance of extra shifts?
No, I've tried that.
Kennedy's?
No go.
And there's no one you know that's short-staffed?
No, there's not really any. Maybe there is.
Hey, where are you going?
I've got to go out for a minute.
Mate, come in.
Whoa, I don't want to barge in where I'm not wanted.
Fair chance of that. All the women in this town know me already.
Touch of the glums? Well, I prescribe an attitude adjustment.
Such as?
Drinkies.
Okay, why not? Kennedy's?
Kennedy's would be nice, but I think we could have a lot more fun. You game?
Never let it be said I wasn't game.
Excellent.
Free?
Embryology. Any chapters you'd rather I didn't read?
I get the point. I know there are some problems in the team at the moment, and I'm concerned they'll get worse, not better.
Meaning?
Your interest in the Stevens case.
Yeah.
You were asking Annie about Lisa's diabetes?
Me doctor, she patient. Call it a bad habit, but I like to know what's going on.
Of course.
You're treating her pregnancy as if she's diabetic. Now there's no mention of it in her file.
I suppose at this point I should apologise. I asked Annie to keep the case details strictly between us only.
So I'm not just paranoid.
No, I am.
What, is more than just simple privacy?
Yes. I'm afraid at this point in time my career is kind of in your hands.
Well, I'll try not to drop it if you can get to the point.
That's what I'm here for. I'd like to introduce Lisa Stevens. This is Grace Kwan.
Hello, Dr. Kwan.
Hello, Mrs. Stevens.
And this is also Lisa Stevens.
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost, it seems. I think a change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another race, just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see.